Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago I asked my Instagram followers what makeup look they'd like to see. I put up a couple of polls and what came out was a wearable autumn look using the Subculture palette. Yes, I realised this is not wearable. I don't know, to me it just seems that as soon as we hit Halloween and all of that SFX makeup is out of the way, then it's just all about Christmas and glitter, and I also really wanted to do something glam that use glitter. As always, if you enjoyed the video, then do leave me a comment and a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, let's jump into it. So as always, I've primised with the P. Louise base. So I've carved out my brow, done my top lid and underneath my eyes as well. And before that I also primed my skin with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm just to keep my skin nice and moisturised. So I'm going to jump into the Subculture palette into the shade Untamed. And I'm going to take that on this crease brush by the Felly. I'm going to start packing that into my crease. Then when I get to the outer corner of my eye, rather than just following the shape of my eye and bringing it round, I'm going to put it outwards, the same as if I was doing a full cut crease. To blend that out, I'm going to go into the shade Mercury, which is the grey shade, and I'm taking that on my crease brush from Iconic London. So before we were patting, and now I'm using swiping motions and swirling motions. And now with that first brush, I'm going back into Untamed, and I'm now going to do my lower lash line and connect it up here. So I'm adding most of the colour to the lower lash line rather than here, just because it's so pigmented. And then I'm going to go back into Mercury and again blend that out. So I've got the basic shape that I want, but it's not quite as neat as I want, just underneath here. But that's fine. What I'll do is just clean it up when I get to the concealer. For my next shade, I'm going to go in with Axis. I'm going to take that on a really flat brush, because I don't want very much, I just want to deepen the crease. Just tapping in very lightly, and I'm going to get that right into the crease. And again, following that shape brown that we created earlier, that wing. And then in the lower lash line. And then back in with that first brush and blending it out. Now that we've got that blended out, I'm going to go into my next shade and I'm going to go with All Star, which is the burgundy. And I'm taking that on this tapered brush from Iconic. It's really good for packing on eyeshadow. And I'm going to start by applying that all over my lid. So at this point I'm just packing it on. I'm not worrying about blending just yet. And again, I'm going to be taking that into that wing. And once that's packed on, back into the first brush to blend it out. Then I'm just going back in with this one just to make sure that that burgundy isn't getting lost. Then with a smaller flat brush, getting that in my lower lash line. Just going back and just adding a little bit of Axis back into the wing. So I think the next step should be the glitter. So I am going to use the NYX Glitter Primer. And then on top of that, I'm going to use two glitters by Makeup or Breakup. They are biodegradable glitters and they are Bio Raspberry and Bio Royalty. So I'm just going to take some of the glitter glue on a flat brush like this and apply it all over my lid. Bringing that into the wing a little bit. And then just with the same brush, just on the other side, I'm going to dip into the glitters and just pat them on. This is a lot brighter than I expected it to be, so I'm just using the brush from All Star to feather it out a little bit. These are really good glitters, I definitely recommend them, and they're good for the environment. I think we need some super dramatic lashes, so I am going to take my Pinky Goat lashes and the style is Arwa. So while my lash glue is drying, I'm going to do eyeliner and mascara. So for eyeliner, I'm going to go in with the Infallible Gel Crayon Waterproof Eyeliner by L'Oreal, and this is the shade Back to Black. And for mascara, I'm just using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. Awesome, so my lashes are on and they're super dramatic and they're just what this look needed, so I'm going to zoom you out for the face. Right, so for my face I want to go full glam, full coverage. I'm going to start by priming again with the L'Oreal Infallible Luminising Primer, just to give my face a really nice all over shine. Now that I look like the Tin Man, I'm going to go in with the Make Up For Ever Ultra HD Foundation Stick, and I'm in the shade R230 or 115. So I'm just applying that all over my face. And then blending out with my Revolution sponge. So at this point I'm avoiding my under eye area, I'm not getting too close to the eyeshadow. We'll be doing that more with the concealer. And the great thing about this foundation is it's very easily buildable, so just add more to the areas where you need it. I went a bit too far over the eyeshadow there, just correcting there. For concealer, I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I've got it in the shade Snow. So I never used to like liquid concealers with this foundation, I always used to go for cream. But there's something about this one, they just really work together. I love the way that they look. I'm going to blend it out with my mini Real Technique sponge. The way that I like to do it is do all of the spot concealing first and then do the under eyes very last. The tricky part is now with the under eyes is that I want to clean it up, but I don't want to take it too high up that I ruin the eyeshadow, so that's why I prefer the smaller sponge. I've just got quite a bit more control over it. So I have taken it a bit high up on this side. That's fine, we'll correct that in a minute. First up, I'm in a powder using, as always, the RCMA No Colour Powder. And I'm using this triangular powder puff from Crayon. Just going to brush off the excess because I do have a little bit too much on the nose. But other than that, this is pretty flawless. And it's not overly cakey. That's really nice. Just going to quickly use the Flawless Mist and Fix matte finish from Barry M just to kind of blend all those layers in together. Yeah, I realise at this point that we've kind of defeated the purpose of putting on that luminising primer, but yeah, that's a really nice finish. So I'm just going to go back into that very first brush and I'm just going to re-blend out the edges just because I took it a bit too high on this side. There we go, I'm a little bit happier with that. So I really need something on my inner corner. So I'm going to jump back into the P. Louise base. And this is a really cool trick I saw Marion Caméléon doing here on YouTube. And you just take a little bit of your base, just a teeny tiny bit like this. And then you go in with a tiny sponge, dip it into the base. And then just come into your inner corner and dab it in. So I'm just going to take my Morphe M138 and I'm in a really sharp contrast. So I'm going to go with Electric from the Anastasia palette again. Next up, I'm going to do my brows and I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Brow Artiste Expert and it's the shade Warm Blonde. I'm now just going to set them into place and as always that's just the Max Factor Natural Brow Styler. For contour and bronzer I'm not going to be particularly original, these are always the same. Bronzer is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in Blonde Harmony and just taking that on the same angled brush by Iconic London that I always use for this. And then for contour just using the NYX HD blush in Taupe. Just taking back the contour with a little bit of powder because I went a little bit heavy. And just taking it on an iconic London brush. I think this is a concealer brush just for my nose and lip contour. For blush, I'm going to take this gorgeous mineral blush in Rose from Annabelle Cosmetics. For highlighter, I'm going in with Ofra's Glazed Donut, and it's my favourite one to wear for any sort of glam makeup and events. So I'm just going to go and put my wig on, and I'll be right back. My wig is on. I'm thinking now that I should probably have sprayed my setting spray before putting this on. That would have been a bit cleverer, but never mind. I wanted to do it so that it would be easier to choose my lip colour. So I was debating between Revlon's Black Cherry or Lime Crime's Scandal. Now that I've got the hair on, I am thinking Revlon. Matches the glitter really nicely, but I'm not precise enough for this. So I'm just gonna take a lip brush to clean things up. I'm just gonna give myself a quick spray with the Barry M setting spray once again. So that's it for the finished look, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I love this palette more and more every time I use it. When it first came out, I was so uninspired by it, and every time I use it, I come out with something different, and so does everyone else who uses it. So yeah, if you want to see me doing more looks with this one, then definitely let me know in the comments. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, then as always, give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on the next video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys!